A 25-year-old Stanford University employee allegedly lied about being sexually assaulted by a black man twice on campus, prompting an unnecessary public safety alert. Anyone who falsely accuses someone of rape or sexual assault should get prison time, and the penalty should be stiff. People lose their livelihoods. People get killed over these type of allegations. You just had the three guys from the UK that attempted suicide after being accused of rape, trafficking, and abuse. You become the object of public scrutiny. And even if you're found not guilty in most cases, there's still a black cloud hanging over your head just from having your name associated with these type of dealings. A Stanford University employee was arrested Wednesday for allegedly lying under oath about being sexually assaulted twice by a black man on campus who matched the description of a coworker, authorities said. Right off the bat, as a black man, whenever I hear the term match the description or fit the description, I'm always a little apprehensive. Jennifer Ann Gries, 25, is charged with 2 felony counts of perjury and 2 misdemeanor counts of making a false crime report. There's something to that, and I'll tell you in a second. After prosecutors said she made false reports at hospitals, applied for victims' compensation money, and prompted a public safety alert on campus. How is she only facing misdemeanor charges for falsely reporting a crime that has felony implications? If this guy would have got jammed up, he wouldn't have been facing misdemeanor charges. This is sounding like a slap on the wrist to me. What do you think? This is a rare, not rare enough, and deeply destructive crime, Santa Clara County District Attorney Jeff Rosen said in a statement. Our hearts go out to the falsely accused. Our hearts go out to students who had to look over their shoulders on their way to class. Our hearts go out to legitimate sexual assault victims who wonder if they will be believed. Rape and sexual assault will always be taken seriously, as it rightfully should. Victims should not be afraid to come forward for fear of not being believed. Yet these are still life-altering allegations. We should always leave some room for reasonable doubt. According to the district attorney's office, Gries first reported an allegedly false sexual assault on August 9th, 2022, when she told forensic nurses at Valley Medical Center in San Jose that she was attacked in the restroom of a campus garage. She described the suspect as a black man in his late 20s. Gries reported being sexually assaulted again 2 months later on October 7th. She told forensic nurses at Stanford Hospital that she was grabbed by her arm and dragged to the basement into a storage closet where she was assaulted. She again described being attacked by a black man in his late 20s who was 6 feet tall and slender. How many 6-foot slender black men do you think is on that campus? I'm thinking there's a lot. That's a very general description to have people looking at these guys while they're just trying to go to school like they could potentially be the rapist. Gries claimed she became pregnant with twins from the alleged assault, but had a miscarriage. Prosecutors said that after both reports, sexual assault examination kits were rushed for priority testing to protect the public from a potential sex offender. And these are resources, valuable resources that are being squandered because of this. But forensic examinations found the tests were not consistent with what she told nurses had happened and that she was not pregnant, prosecutors said. So not for a second did she think that once these test results come out, everyone's going to know that I'm a liar. Her reports also prompted campus police to issue an alert, resulting in local news coverage and many students saying they felt unsafe. Stanford's Department of Public Safety continued to investigate the sexual assaults and found that Gries had made a sexual harassment complaint against a coworker. Prosecutors said the man's appearance fit the description of her alleged attacker. And you can imagine that with the mounting pressure on law enforcement to bring this attacker to justice, they probably thought they had their guy with that coworker. Turns out she just didn't like him. She had an axe to grind. Oh, for all that, they should revisit that sexual harassment claim and take a closer look. In January, Gries allegedly admitted to a district attorney's office investigator that she had lied about being sexually assaulted and wrote an apology letter to her coworker. You write someone an apology letter when you eat their food out of the break room fridge. This man could have went to prison and had to register as a sex offender for the rest of his life. And that's all he gets is an apology letter? In a statement, Stanford leaders said they will be reviewing Gries' employment. She should be done. She had the whole campus living in fear unnecessarily, and she has been placed on a leave of absence. According to LinkedIn, she is a supervisor in a university's housing service center. According to the National Registry of Exonerations, black people are almost 8 times more likely than white people to be falsely convicted of sexual assault. Me personally, I think had there not been that definitive medical evidence that goes against everything she claimed, she would have held her end of the story and this guy would have ended up going to jail, and that statistic would have rang true one more time.